Hey guys, welcome to Friday Math. You just got one more day until spring break, so I know it's hard, but concentrate for one more day, please. So we're talking about fractions. So we've got a whole, right? In this case, it's a whole piece of paper. And we've got our halves. Of course, two halves make up a whole. You cut something in half, it's half the size of the whole. You cut something into fourths, also known as quarters. Well, there are four of those in the whole, right? You just cut into four pieces. So the bottom number means how many pieces I cut the whole into. Oh, I cut into four pieces. So guess what? Cutting into four pieces makes it a lot smaller than if you just cut into two pieces, right? If you cut a pizza into two pieces, you have two big pieces. If you cut into four pieces, four smaller pieces. Or 8 much smaller pieces, or 16 tiny pieces. If you cut a pizza into 16 pieces, each piece is going to be really small because it takes 16 to make up a whole. So on the math problems today, you're going to see things like how many eighths are equal to 3/4. Well, let's see. We'll solve that one as a group here. So how many eighths are equal to 3/4? So what you do is you just find 3/4, put them down, and then you find how many eighths fit into 3/4. 1, 2. Well, 2 eighths make 1/4 because a fourth is twice the size of an eighth. So if 2 make 1, you can probably just think right now, well, how many are going to make 3? Well, what's 2 times 3? It's 6, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many eighths make 3/4? 6 eighths. So you could just write 6 for this because 6 eighths make up 3/4. But when you start writing down equivalent fractions, you'll write it like this. You'll write 3/4 equals how many eighths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 eighths. So what that means is if you cut your pizza into fourths, you'd give that person 3 pieces if they want, give me 3/4 of your pizza. And if you cut into eighths, if they want the same amount of pizza, you'd have to give them 6 pieces because 3/4 is 6 eighths. It's the same thing. The only difference is that it's just cut into more pieces, but you get the same amount of stuff, right? So that's how you do these kind of problems. So you need your pieces. Okay, so I'm going to put my eighths here, fourths here again. So the next problem is how many eighths are equal to 2/4? Well, you can do that, same kind of thing. Or how many 16ths are equal to 3/8? Well, let's find out. So how many 16ths are equal to 3/8? We've got our 3/8 right there, right? So how many 16ths do you think are equal to that? Well, guess what? A 16th is half the size of an eighth. Notice how an eighth is half the size of a fourth. Fourth is half the size of a half. And half the size of a 16th is going to be, if you double that number, it'll be a 32nd. So the question is, this is number, anyways, one of these. How many 16ths are equal to 3/8? So, well, 2 16ths equal 1/8. So just like the last one. So that's how you do it. You just find one of them and then just try to make them match. It's kind of a fun game. So it's 6. So if I was to write that as an equation with equivalent fractions, I would say 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 16ths equals 3/8. Same thing. The only difference is the pieces are cut much smaller, but you get the same amount of stuff if it's pizza. Same amount of pizza, right? Just smaller pieces. Same amount of anything, smaller pieces. So that's what we're doing today. You can do it.